Hello, my name is Cesar Sanchez. I'm responsible for the supply chain planning in Mexico. I will explain the impact of the demand forecasting in the different components of the supply chain. And I would like to start with a very simple example. Imagine what is the supply chain for an apple fruit. What are the steps that the apple took to arrive to the store or the supermarket? If we start from the customer, first of all, we have the stores or supermarkets, then the last mile transportation, then we have the distribution network, then the inbound transportation, and finally, the production point with the packaging process included. So if you want to buy an apple, at least it was handled more than 5 times through its supply chain. Now, imagine there's a new customer that starts selling apples, and this new customer places an order of 1,000 apples. What do you think is the impact in the supply chain? What are the changes in the different components in terms of capacities, resources, and costs? For example, probably 1,000 apples is not a big difference for the whole supply chain. Maybe the only difference in the supply chain between 1 apple and 1,000 will be this new customer will buy directly from the distribution center. Now, let's think that after purchasing and selling 1,000 apples for 3 months, this new customer decides to be more ambitious and push to sell 50,000 per month. How this new demand will impact the supply chain for the apple business? For example, in production, how many additional people will they require to harvest apples? How they are going to package this new volume? Do they have the right equipment and people to operate it? For example, in the distribution center, the additional volume will be at the same cost? Do they have enough refrigerated storage? What is the impact on the inventory levels? In transportation, with that volume, probably the more efficient to ship directly to the production to this new customer. Do they have the drivers, the trucks to do it? As you can see, a spike in the demand requires flexibility and agility to adapt the supply chain to serve the demand at the best cost. Continuing with the example, after 4 months of buying 50,000 apples, the demand on the market decreases, and the new customer decides to order only 25,000. Now, with this new scenario, the apple producer and the distributor will need to take new decisions about people, packaging, electricity, transportation, etc. Why do they need to do something about it? Why they don't wait until the demand increases again? As in many business, the apple producer and the distributor pay close attention to their profit. They know very well that having underutilized resources means overcost that will impact in the business results. What is the important lesson in this example? Having demand visibility is very important to adapt the supply chain and achieve good business results in terms of service and profitability.